Hello, Nashi. Hi, I'm so glad that you're here. Everybody, I am trying something new today. Um, I am going to be making a little terrarium to go in this little ornament. As you can see, it's not particularly big, but it's going to look really neat with a little terrarium. Hey, Holiday, how are you? Merry Christmas. So I have these air plants. Air plants are epiphytes, which means that they're not in their natural life cycle. They fall down and land on something and grow there. They don't have to be put in soil to grow. These three are perfectly happy. Nashi can probably do a better job of explaining what epiphytes are. But I've got these three. I'm not sure I'm going to put them all in there yet, but they are here. I also have a bag full of driftwood that I have collected at various points in my life. Driftwood that is cool shapes or neat colors or whatever. Driftwood that I found artistic. Came down from NC to bring the kids presents, watching them rip through gifts at the moment. Oh, fun! I'm so glad, Holiday. That sounds fun. So yeah, some of these driftwood pieces I was originally intending to make either copper or bronze casts of them. Um, but let's be honest, I didn't have a. I wanted options for making casts, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for sure. So I might be able to come up with something like, look at this one, it's so cool. Nature is just awesome, okay? It's just awesome. And I also have just these kind of river rocks. They're just pebbles that have been smoothed down by a river somewhere, don't know where. I also have my some rocks that I've collected here and there. Some of them are fossils, some of them are neat pieces of rock that I can identify. Some of them are geodes, like, for example, this one was a geode. It's broken up and it wasn't a beautiful one in the beginning, but it's cool. Most of these I picked up on my archaeological surveys. So this one, for example, pretty sure that if I broke that open, there would be some cool fossil looking stuff in this layer, in this strata. Well, in some of these strata right there. But yeah, do I feel better? Yes and no. I feel okay. Sometimes it's just making it work until you feel better. And so far that's the step that I'm in. Let's see. Oh, I also grabbed this. I thought that I had a bunch of random cool bones that I had gathered on survey that were non-culturally significant. But I think I finally got rid of them because I never used them for anything. So this is actually pieces of a badger skull. I did find it on survey, but I was thinking I might be able to make something pretty cool because lots of times these desertscape things have a great big bull skull or something, dead cow somewhere. If I put something like this badger's like this mandible from this badger in there, it might be really funny. So I'm not sure yet. I might end up not using them, but if I feel like tossing in some bits of the badger, I will do it. I really wish that I had a mouse skull that wasn't part of one of my comparative collections. Because if I had a mouse skull, it would be really funny to put in there. Okay. So, I think I'm going to start with some rocks, some non-fancy rocks. These are basically just going to hold it all together. I think I want a collection. I don't want to get ones that are all smoothed. I like having some of the ones that are broken. I have never done this before. So if you're planning to do something like this, learn from whatever mistakes I'm about to make. I'm going to get some smaller ones. I do have sand and I considered using, oh, this is a cool one. I considered getting some of my sand and I might as I end up gluing it in, but I'm not sure yet. So first I want to decide what I want it to look like. I do have also some flakes of obsidian that might be kind of fun to have poking out there somewhere, but those might be they're most of these are non-culturally significant. Obviously I'm not gonna put an actual artifact in here glued down or anything, but okay, so we're gonna start with that. I think the next thing that I want to look at is driftwood and see kind of how I want to arrange it. Wow. I definitely thought that was a bird foot at first when it was in there with the feather. It looked so much like a chicken foot. I'm really proud of myself for not putting a desiccated chicken foot in a Rubbermaid in my driftwood collection. Good job, Garnet. Oh, see, look at the cool patterns that the wood makes. It's just really, really neat. So another cool thing about epiphytes, I'm going to glue these plants down, whether I glue them in there or glue them on the driftwood in there. So, and they'll be happy and they will grow like that. Ooh, this one's been burned at some point. See that? That's a burn there. You might think it's a little bit odd that I have just a bag full of wood, but I think that it's awesome because I'm really glad to have them. And now I'm kicking myself for ever getting rid of those random bones that, yeah. Okay. I think I am liking the idea of kind of a some kind of cross leaning up in here. Like, let's see. I might have to move the camera angle here. All right, we're going to try something. Mm-hmm. Yep, sorry. Thank you, Nashi. Apparently, I touched the microphone and muted myself. Let's see. Oh, this is an awesome piece of driftwood. Check this one out. It's too big to fit, though, and I am not going to break it up. It might have to go in Lucky's cage, though, because I could put a really neat, just like an air plant or a climbing thing coming down out of that. Okay, yeah. Can you hear now, Nashi? I think I fixed it. I'm looking for some longer pieces that might look good in there to give it some height. Yes. Okay, I remember why I saved this piece. I saved this one because it looks like the end of a clavicle. So much like the end of a clavicle. Yeah. But it has a very neat shape. Let's see what that would look like in our ornament. Doesn't fit in there. Let's see if we can. I have some very long tweezers here. Hey, River Shen, how are you? But it might be. Ooh, I like that. I love the shape of that wood. Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay, so that's gonna go there because that's awesome. Okay, what next? We could just, man, we could just add some plants and maybe put this one little air plant. This one has such delicate little spindly, I don't know, leaves. I don't know what you call that thing. We could just do something like that. That's actually very pretty. There are so many shapes going on here that I think it's a little bit distracting. You know, I'm gonna go get some of my sand and see what it would look like. Well, see, if I added sand to it, it would smooth out the ground or the floor surface here, and let the shapes of that wood and that little air plant show off a little bit better. I wonder. Okay, we definitely don't have room for the big air plant, and I didn't think we were going to. This one's gonna go in Lucky's cage then, and that'll be fine, unless I stuck it in here like that. That's just weird. Okay. All right. I'm liking this though. I think that wood makes a very neat shape in there, and it looks kind of like it's sheltering the little air plant. We nestle him in there, and then how are you, River Shen? If we took this one and put it right about there. That could be very neat. I think I would want it to be on something though. I could build the rocks up so that they were going at an angle, or I could find another piece of driftwood that's small enough to fit right in here. Let's see. Or I could find one of my really cool rocks. Let's look at this. You ate ramen. Sounds good. Sounds good. Nice to have a purpose for all of these random awesome rocks. Okay, this one, y'all gotta admit, this is an awesome rock. Look at just the art in that. I don't even know what this inclusion is. I don't remember my geology well enough, but it's smooth and yeah, it's very strange and neat. But I wouldn't want to it's possible that if I put that there and then the other air plant or this right here, I am pretty darn new to this whole arranging. Oh my gosh, we could put this in there. Okay, so this is a metatarsal. No, sorry, I misspoke. This is a phalanx for a artiodactyl. I don't know if it's, yeah, for a deer. Maybe an antelope. You can also tell that it was for a young one based on, okay, science lesson, science lesson. You can tell that it was for a young one because there would have been a plate here that's kind of a growth plate. There would have been a plate here and it's fallen off because this is, because it was so young, it was not fused on there yet. So that's missing, and you can see that it's funny shapes. But if this is in there, it might be really funny because this phalanx kind of resembles a great big femur. If we're looking at these are called condyles. And that would be hilarious. I just found this guy and randomly saved it, apparently, in my rock collection. So now we have to decide if we want the rock here and then the air plant back here, or if we want this little tiny phalanx pretending to be a big bone, I don't want the rock where that was because I love the swoop of this wood right here. See, it's just gorgeous. Okay. We know that we want the wood there. The phalanx could go. Oh, and you know what? I should have mentioned this. A phalanx is one of the bones on fingers. So right here, here, and here. On an artiodactyl, like a deer, they have kind of two toes actually in their little hooves. But this is one that the hoof part would have been like right here, and this would have been in the main foot. Okay, what if all right, that is not easy to manipulate. I'm gonna gently move our little air plant back. I like that. I like the angle there. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't know how big this little air plant is going to get. I should maybe think about that before gluing it in here. Maybe I should just, well, okay. I do like the bone back there, though. That looks pretty cute. I think maybe I have more rocks in there than we really need. Let's see what happens if we remove some. Try taking that a little bit. Gosh, I just can't get over how beautiful that piece of wood is. This is apparently not a great Okay. Let me check something. Woo! Okay, well, that worked. All right, you might lose vision here for a second. I'm not sure. Okay, well. Okay, should get vision again here. Let me pull that up. Hey, Cinestubborn. Is it edible? No, it is not edible. These are rocks. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart it. It's not happy. One moment, please. I mean, if you like eating rocks, hey. I'm not sure if anything eats rocks. There we go. Rivers. Rivers eat rocks. This is like the answer to a riddle. Okay. I'm going to get this set up again. The rock bitters from the never-ending story ate rocks. Oh, the rock biters. Okay. This is going to be controversial. I've seen the never-ending story, but I haven't seen it more than once. Let me raise this a little bit. Okay, that's good. Paper beats rock, also true. Well, and River Shen eats rocks. There is a disorder where you are a human and you eat things that are not edible. That's exciting. Okay, well, everybody, I guess we're just gonna go for this. I don't know how. We've decided we're gonna put the wood up like this, the little bone in the back like this, the spiky plant here, and then the other one up here on the edge of the wood. Okay, so I'm gonna get those rocks out. They're kind of dirty, but I want them to be, well, I don't want them to look like they're clean. So I'm gonna go with it. The glue that I'm going to use, at least, kind of thinking that maybe I should glue the wood in first. I'm going to use, let's see, I've got some crazy glue here. I also have some Gorilla Glue, but the Gorilla Glue takes a while to cure. And when I'm trying to just get the wood to stay there where I want it. Okay, let me see. I want to find out if I get this in here. Yeah. Hi, Matt. How are you?
Used SD cards.
What size?
Big as possible.
No, I mean like physical size.
Big. This like
Oh.
the full SD card size.
Gosh, I think.
Cager's got a 4 gigabyte one right now. It's okay. We don't have any.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Not bad, not bad. How are you guys? Hey, always.
It was mostly just a curiosity.
Yeah, I don't know. I might, but I'm not sure.
You don't have to worry about it.
I think that I got rid of them when I gave you all of my electronic stuff like
a
couple months ago.
I've really.
Okay. All right, we're going to use this wood. And here's what we're going to do. Oh my gosh. If I somehow screw this up, I do have another one of these little containers. I've got to remind myself of that because I'm nervous about that. Here we go. Gonna crazy glue in here. Oh my gosh, is this crazy glue like dried out? It feels like it's just like the end of it is. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Off camera, in case I cut off my finger, you were hoping I would stream this. Oh my gosh, always. I'm glad. Always. I have decided that I'm not going to use the fairy house in this, but I did think, because I'm going to use, this is actually a deer, possibly antelope toe bone. But it looks kind of like, when I put it in here with little tiny plants and little tiny driftwood, it makes it look like it's a gigantic bone, and I think that's fun. Also, another cool thing about this that probably, I don't know, I think it's cool, which is why I'm in this field, actually. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in well enough. Come on, phone. Oh, there, that was actually working really well. You can actually see on here little rodent chewing marks. Come on. There we go. So you can see little chewing marks from rodents on here, because the rodents chew on bones for the calcium. River Shen, there will be League tonight, but what's going to happen is I'm going to do this stream first, and then once this thing is done, I'm going to take a shower and stop streaming, take a shower, and probably not stream again, but I'll come back and play League, and we will play the plan of winter guys that we were thinking. All right, I'm gonna cut into this crazy glue bottle. I'm not going to do it on screen so that in case I injure myself, I don't know what the rules are about PG, but you know, can't be PG-13 and cut off a finger. So I guess if y'all hear me screaming, you'll know what happened. So far, it's not working really well. Woo! There we go. Problem solved. Okay. Crazy glue has been applied. Never used so much crazy glue in my life. Time to add the rocks. You know what actually might work really well also? Getting this stick added in there before it all dries. Is that the stick? No. This one, the one that looks like a clavicle. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna see if I can hold the stick. This is not as easy as I was hoping it would be. Pretty good. Okay, the swoop is not quite the same swoop that I was going for. Ah, it's not dry yet. I can make it tall. I want it to be vertical, roughly. So we will sit here and literally watch glue dry. Yep. So how's everybody else doing? Hey, Bracood. There will be league tonight, River Shen. Did you hear me on that one? Just, it's gonna be, a little later on. And not on stream. I can't tell if this is because the glue is just not drying very quickly, because I did use a ton of the glue. Yeah, there's still a puddle of glue in there. But, all right, I have an idea, everybody. Let me see. I'll be right back. Ryan, can you help me for a second, please? Literally have super glue drying. Would you
Everything there?
run up to the kitchen and between the fridge and the light switch thing, there are a couple clips. Would you bring them to me, please? Okay, I'm back with some clips. This way, I'm going to be able to take a clip, prop it where I want it, and then let the glue dry, I think. Hopefully. Some of those rocks are definitely glued down. That's a good sign. Let's watch me not glue the clip down to our desert scape, okay? That's just going to be a not allowed thing. Okay, I like that. If it dries right there, I would be happy. Okay, you play Overwatch. Okay, good, Rivershin. I'm glad. I'm okay always. I'm okay. It has been a crazy busy day. But that's okay. Okay, I feel like we need a couple more rocks back there now. I don't know if there is still glue back there or not. So I'm gonna dribble some back there if I can get any more out. Oh, yep. That's actually probably also gonna help the wood stay down. Y'all can see how I cut the cut the lid of that off with my knife. Okay, we are doing a very precise artistic technique, which is called, let's see, lithovelocitation. Yeah. I'm going to go with lithovelocitation. Okay. They teach you that in art school. Okay, good. Now, let's I like where that is. I think it'll be very pretty without the clip. Ha. Thank you, Nashi. Thank you. All right, now with the little air plants. That one's apparently not glued down. I'm just gonna have to wait until the glue is dry to figure out which of these are glued where. But as far as for the little plants, I think this one we could do. No, this one's just too big, especially if it keeps growing. Don't glue my fingers. Ha! Thank you always. You are right. I don't think our desert scape needs bits of skin stuck in there, does it? What I should do is find a rock and glue this little guy to it so that I can just put the rock back there and let it sit. I think that sounds good. Kind of surprised that I'm still being able to get crazy glue out of this thing. But it's actually working pretty well. We'll scoot this back while we were on to the gluing of the actual plant. Now, how are we gonna... I should have thought about the gluing process and the fact that it kind of takes a while. Even with crazy glue that dries quickly. Okay. but this will be much easier to manipulate once it has a rock glued to the bottom of it. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, now this one we're gonna glue on the side of that driftwood. Probably we'll use let's see, I'm trying to remember Tillandsia. I think air plants are called Tillandsia. It's driving me crazy that I don't remember that. Nashi, you're the plant person. Okay. Let's actually, yeah. I did get some crazy glue on my shirt, but I'm wearing a very old shirt that I've had since I worked at the Mammoth site, which is, by the way, a super cool place. Tillandsias. Okay, it is. So I was close. Good. Yeah. Okay, we now have this air plant glued to a rock. Good. Now, as for that last one, how am I going to glue? Well, warning, bond skin instantly. Good, good to know. I don't know what I can pull off of this plant without injuring it. I think that this thing coming off of it is already some of it that maybe doesn't want to come off, but it's coming off now. I wish that I had a little file. I would file kind of a groove in the driftwood and glue him in a groove on a groove. But hey, I don't. This is gonna hold my glue. Okay. Fun fact, you have a degree in horticulture. That is so neat. They're part of the broomleaf family. That is so cool, always. That makes sense. I was asking Nashi about plants because Nashi's degree is also in, I remember it was in biology. I don't remember which field of biology. I was thinking that it was plants. But yeah, that's so neat, always. There is one little edge here that's poking down. There we go. Figure we're going to put it in there. We might as well make sure all of its little spiny bits are pointed up, right? So strange. I explained earlier how these are epiphytes. And epiphytes don't need to be on dirt because they get their nutrients from the air and produce them from the sun. Okay, I wonder how sturdy this is now. Ooh, look, I can move it around. Okay, great. That actually worked really well. Genetics. Okay, yeah, genetics. Good. Let's see which of these are loose. Oh. Well, some of them were still wet, and I just smeared them around. Let me, smooth, Garnet, smooth. not smear crazy glue all around inside here. Okay. Basically, I just want to know which ones are loose so that I don't try to glue things to loose stones, because that would be dumb. Okay. That looks really good, though. Bromeliad. 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 Oh, bromeliad. Oh, yeah, I know the word bromeliad. Hi, Mom. Look. Kadri, was like, what if your mom comes to look at your stream? And I was like, well, she already knows that I'm making it, so it'll be okay. Look, isn't it cute? We've got some beautiful driftwood. And these are the 2 air plants that are going in it. It is really cute. And I'm thinking I was going to add this. This is either a deer or an antelope toe bone. But in there, I'm hoping that it'll look like a great big femur. Like Jurassic Bubble. Yeah, it does kind of. So I was thinking this one probably going to go back here on a little bit of an angle, which would be funny. That's femur to you, yeah. I was thinking it would be so funny if I had like a mouse skull to put in here, because you know those old Western Western scenes always have like a cow skull there somewhere, but I don't. Okay, let's see where we're gonna get this guy. I think right about there will be good. Okay, we are going to. You have a couple mouse skulls? If you want a skull in here, then I will leave the place for the skull. And not the ones at the condo. Okay, so right now, off camera, I am putting on. Well, I'm trying to put some crazy glue on this rock, but my crazy glue might have dried. All right. I'll be right back, everybody. I do, yeah, I have some mouse skulls at the condo because I went for a walk and was looking under looking under telephone poles for skulls and brought some home. Okay, then I will leave a place for a cute little skull instead of this deer toe bone. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can find some more super glue, everybody, and I will be right back. Well, no. Okay, I'm back. I did find another kind of glue. It says 0-second instant grab. It is Loctite Power Grab. Okay, Nashi, sounds good. I'm trying to decide if I should actually try to use this or if I should keep looking for super glue. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, I have another idea about where to look for glue. Okay, got some E6000 here. That's a good sign. Finding glue. Not the right glue, but still glue. Okay. What we're gonna do is use the glue that I had intended to use, which just isn't a quick solving glue. And I'm going to get this little plant on the clip so that the clip can hold it in place until it is cured. So let's do this one first. Can use some of this Gorilla Glue on it. It is much easier to handle now that it has that rock on the bottom. Looks like this Gorilla Glue has a glue knob on the end. There we go. Take that off. I need this up close to my face to see, so I'm putting glue on it off camera. There we go. Now this glue holds within 2 hours, but a full cure in 24. So really, I just need to put it where I want it. And I already know that I want it right in this hole. That looks pretty good. You look at it really close here. Okay, I think that looks great. The little mouse skull can sit right here in front or under there. Okay, now we're gonna figure out how to get this strange little guy in there. Such a weird plant. So neat. Okay, how do we want him to be arranged? He would actually fit really well if he was just right there. But I kind of like the idea of him being halfway up the tree. Look at how it looks from this angle. Really right up here looks really good. I like it. Okay, this clamp is going to clamp on him really tightly and I don't want it to hurt him. So that's not going to work. But I found something else that could hold him until maybe even just a rock. We could prop him up on a rock and make sure that the glue was touching him. This will be good. I think we can prop him up there. Actually, we could leave. No, not gonna do that. Okay. Fits right in. I want to make sure that it doesn't look weird once the stick is taken away. When I look at this plant, its little, I don't know what these are called, tendrils, to me almost come in kind of an arcing shape. So if they're following the shape of the curve of the ball like this. So I want to arrange it in there on this angle. It's too bad I don't have hemostats. That would be perfect for this. Ooh. Okay, I just had an idea. The crazy idea, possibly. Nope. Gonna squeeze it too hard. But what if I put this? Nope, not enough. Okay, that might work. Okay, let's do that. If I get this set to just hold it well enough. Yeah. Almost. Gonna move it up just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. This is gonna work. Okay, let's get this out of here now because we don't need it. How high up do I want this? I think right about here looks pretty good. Ah, it's not working very well. Good thing these things are kind of hardy because I'm really beating this one around a little bit. Okay, right there would be really good, I think. Looks pretty good from your angle. Pretty good from this angle. Okay. So now that I've got it in the tweezers where I want it, I'm going to take this now we're gonna prop them up. So many propping up things here going on. Okay, my hands are off of it. I think that right there would work. Okay, time for glue. Oh, this is so exciting. This is the last piece. I have to very carefully not mess up anything. Add glue right. Where it was actually against the wood. Then remember where it was against the wood. Right, like that. Recap the glue. Okay, no! No, stay. Okay. We're gonna go back to plan B. Ooh, actually no. We're gonna skip plan C, which was what we were doing, and go to plan D, which is, hey, we can make gravity work for us. Well, that's not quite right. I am sure that you cannot see very well, because I can even not see very well. And I think I am going to use our not chicken foot to hold it. Oh my goodness, this is not working as well as I would like it to. All right. I apologize for it not being on camera right now. I'm trying to get it in the right place so that I can actually leave it. Oh. Well, we might be learning that when you do this, you have to have crazy glue that actually has a working cap. That might be the lesson. Okay, I think gosh. Wonder if I let it dry for a little while, if it would become tacky, and this one fell out of place. That's great. Yeah, I wonder if I just let it rest slightly, if it would become tacky. Mm. All right. Plan D didn't work. I'm going on to plan E, which is a twist tie. I'll be right back after I get one. Okay, plan E is the twist tie. I'm going to see if I can wrap it around the wood in there. Get this guy in place. Actually, it's almost tacky enough to stay now. That is kind of working. If only I could just hold it here forever. Oh man, I've got some drips of the glue on the driftwood, and it looks bad. Okay, it's wiped off. Worked pretty well. Hmm. Okay, if I'm holding this one here, the other one looks like it's in the right place. If I tilt it, just kind of sit there for me. Now, if I could only just sit here and hold it for 2 hours, you know? And it fell again. Might have given up on plan E too quickly. Twist tie would be great if I had any sort of space for getting in there and wrapping it around. Let me see if I can get a big rock to brace it up on an angle. Oh my gosh, this is such a pain. I've always thought it would be really fun to make little miniature terrariums. I think I might be changing my mind. Let's see if we can use this piece of driftwood in here. That's pretty good. That is the angle that I want. Seeing if I can get a view on it for you guys. Okay, this is what might happen. Gonna move this up so y'all can see it. I think I'm just going to prop it right here so that that can glue down. The other one seems to be in the right spot still. And okay. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I think so. Once that's glued into place, I think it'll be great. And then that will be done. Okay, everybody. This is where, if it was a YouTube video, I would now cut to the finished product and then you would see it and it would be beautiful. And angels would sing and we would all cheer and clap. But since it is a live stream, I'm going to have to find a way to prop this ball. I'll probably just balance it in the... Ooh, actually. Okay. Ideas. In archaeology, when you are assembling a when you're trying to fit together broken sherds of pottery, you have kind of a tray full of sand, and you can stick the pottery in there and the sand holds it in place. I don't have sand right now, but I do have these rocks, which will serve a similar purpose. And that driftwood, which will work just fine. I have unfortunately made this thing very bottom heavy. Balance a lot around things in a nice fuzzy slipper. Yes, that does sound like a good plan. Yeah. Okay. I think this will stay like that. The other plant seems to be in the right spot still. Okay, let me show you all what I got. There it is, sideways, but it'll be good. It is balanced on a piece of driftwood. The ball itself is being held by a clip, which is then held by another piece of driftwood. So we learned a couple things tonight. First of all, we learned you need to have crazy glue that has a lid so that you can use exactly the amount that you want to use and so that it can adhere quickly so that you don't have to do this. We also learned that driftwood is an amazingly useful tool as well as artistic device. So when it's done, it'll look like, it'll look like this. Hopefully it will be beautiful. For now, we are just gonna let it sit for a couple hours. Okay, everybody, I will not be streaming next week. I am going to my parents' house for Christmas with my family, and I'm very excited. Hopefully this ornament will cooperate and come with me. But I will be working on stream things, and I will also be available in case anyone needs me. Hey, Bracood, I'll be available on Discord, checking it regularly as I always am. All right. I will also share pictures of this final product on Discord when it is done. Good night, everybody. I'm going to be away for a little while, and then I'll come back and I will play League for fun on stream on Discord, but not here. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night always. Thank you. Everyone, please remember that you are a priceless gem of infinite strength and potential. Treat yourself and others accordingly. Have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, and I will see you all when I get back. Bye, everybody. Bye always. Bye, Nashi.